You're listening to the Real Life Trading Pre-Market Day Trading Show. All right, good morning. Happy terrible Tuesday out there in the markets. Oh man. Snapchat, what did you do to us? Yeah, good morning, Albert, Zach, Jay, Ron, Greg, George, Doug, Marcus. Morning, Chris. Morning, Bill. Morning, Jose. Yesterday was looking so good. Had a nice bounce. Good morning, Paul. Even into the close, things looked pretty nice. And then Snapchat came out, and being the bellwether for the economy that Snapchat is, pretty much just the whole market. Hey, good morning, Jennifer. So yeah, Snapchat said, I mean, they just reported earnings like a month ago, and they came out and they warned. So they basically said like, hey, things are so bad, we have to warn that they blamed it on the economy deteriorating. And as soon as this thing reported, I mean, all hell broke loose. So you can see Snapchat right here, 1505. Zoom had already reported, was actually pretty decent. Facebook fell off a cliff. The Qs started taking on water. And SPY started rolling over. I think all of the Pinterest getting rocked. Facebook, Google for some reason, like I don't get that at all. I think that's dumb. Sell off Google because of Facebook, Snapchat. I even think Amazon, yeah, like Amazon everything started getting beat up. So, and then the futures. So the futures, for me, they reopen at 4. Gaps down like I think it was like a 0.66% gap down because of Snapchat. The Qs, or sorry, NQ1. There we go. Look at this gap on the Qs, practically giving back like half the gains from yesterday based on Snapchat. So I think this is a little bit of an overreaction. Ron says, "Welcome to Monkeypox Apocalypse Tuesday." I think it's a little bit of an overreaction, but it also shows you that like part of the market is just looking for any reason to sell, and how like fragile the rallies are still. So just something you got to keep in mind. Yeah, I'm like, well, maybe Snap is just a terrible business. Thing is, yeah, they slipped on a banana peel, as Woodshed says. Down 34%. I think this is the worst day in Snapchat history. Worse than Kylie Jenner ditching it a couple years ago. Yeah, Snapchat. I mean, just snapping back to reality. There's the snap back to reality. Whoop, there goes gravity. Yeah, I thought that was a good one. So I shared it in Slack there. So yeah, that pretty much broke the whole market. So we'll see if the market can hold up today. I actually still think Zoom is an okay gap. If Zoom holds, I might watch this for a bull trade. Snapchat, I mean, I was gonna look to short it, but dang, I mean now it's down 34%. I mean, how much is it gonna go down in one day? Facebook, aka Meta, Abercrombie and Fitch, by the way, getting crushed. Also down 31%. Not on Snapchat, but just that everybody is sick and tired of walking by Abercrombie and Fitch in the mall and smelling the same cologne for the last like 25 years. Actually, probably more than that, like 30 years. Yeah, Abercrombie and Fitch getting crushed. Best Buy actually didn't have too bad of a quarter. They had really tough comps last year. But I mean, it's already very, very beat up. So there, if you want to look at stocks that are down 30%, I mean, you have quite a few to pick from today. Pins getting crushed. Petro Brazil. Did they like fire their CEO or something? Or he got the monkey pox, or I don't know what's going on with this one, but yeah, this thing's getting hammered. That is the nastiest clone, Brandon says. Yeah, it was popular back in the day. The trade desk getting hammered. Trying to short the pound. Looks like it's hitting a little bit of resistance there. Facebook, Roku, AEO, Roku, going Broku. American Eagle Outfitters, ginormous middle finger pattern. Like, some of these charts are just absolutely amazing. Millennial stocks getting hammered, says Jordan. Yeah. Isn't that the monkeypox vaccine maker? Yep. Moderna, the CEO is like hoping for the monkeypox so that he can make another vaccine to get this thing out of the toilet. Because Moderna's a pretty much a one-trick pony. Tesla's still under assault from all directions. Or Elon having to fight off everybody. Tesla looks a little weak, but the rest of the stuff today, and just the fact that it couldn't reclaim 700 or even 680. Roblox also getting hammered. I think that's that vaccine's name, Matt. It's T-pox, something like that. Uh huh. So some of the Chinese stocks getting hit. EDD, Baba, JD.com, Billy, and Airbnb. I think they closed down in Russia as well. Or no, China? China. Sorry. Who bought Roku at 490? Jordan says. Not the CEO. The CEO is selling the hell out of this thing up here. I think he sold like 300,000 shares right here, right here. His name is Anthony Wood. Maybe Kathy Wood's cousin. I don't know. I just totally made that up, but yeah, he's never bought a share. All he does is sell. That was a little, little bit of a red flag. Yeah, whoever bought Roku up there, I mean, just absolutely destroyed. Is crypto holding up? Kind of. Maybe that's a good thing for the market. Yeah, it's looking a little rough out there this morning. Looking a little rough. What about Snowflake? This thing has to be crushed. I'm surprised it's still holding up this good. How do I think Nvidia does after earnings? Oh man. I hope they do well. I don't have a position in it, but I have a feeling that it's not going to be a good night for Nvidia. So yeah, I don't know. If it gaps down, I think it'd be a viable dip down in here, but hopefully they do well. I'm hoping that it does. Brian says it's a Tesla micro analysis Fibonacci. Um, this is just based on this bearish wave count in here. We're in a wave 3 down. Maybe we get some type of wave 4 and then a rollover, or we're still in the wave 3. Yeah, Tesla's entering a stage 4 decline, I think. 380. I mean, it might be, but I don't think that you're going to see like massive capitulation in the SPY per se. I think it's going to be like a rolling capitulatory move, which I think has kind of already happened in some growth areas and then might roll through some of the others. Kind of like the bear market didn't just start in March or April or even January. The bear market lineage can probably be tracked all the way to Zoom over here. Rolled into SPACs around over here and like some of the other growth stocks. And then it kind of just bled into everything else. End of last year, October, November. And then really the market didn't notice because it didn't start hitting mega caps until over here. Yep. Abercrombie and Fitch not having a fun time. Brandon says the bear market we briefly entered Friday, says CNBC. Yeah, I mean, you know how it is. By the time we enter a bull market, it'll be too late. Like you'll miss the dip from them. Don't worry, literally everyone on Twitter says we're going to zero. So could we get the 360? I mean, we could. We could. Anything's possible. Even if we get there, we're closer to a bottom than we are to the top, right? Even if you think we're going to 360, we're closer to the bottom than we are to the top. So, like, yeah, I just people that say like, "Oh, the selling just started." I just do not see that. I'm sorry. Banks had some nice pops yesterday. But I would be personally like less worried about catching quote unquote the bottom and everything because like you're not that good. I'm not that good. No one's good enough to catch the bottom on everything. So if you wanted pullbacks into these areas, like you better be buying things longer term, especially if you're like, I mean, not financial advice, but if you're like 40 or younger, or heck, even maybe like 50 and younger, you should probably be snatching some things up down here. What was that thing that the Sark dude started? Park? Was that really it? That'll be interesting to watch. Yeah, I think like I mean this is just ridiculous for Google to be selling. I'm hey, Google comes down to 2000, I'll buy some more. I will buy some more. J&J looks pretty strong. I mean, there's some areas of the market that look strong. Merck, Pfizer looks okay. Any of the energy stocks, I mean, gas is going higher. So energy is probably going to go higher. Like by the end of the summer, I think we're probably going to be around what, $6 a gallon? We're already there in California. You guys will be at like 8, leading the way. Yeah. Yeah, with the demand for, I mean, people are traveling like crazy. So with the demand being high, I mean, think about this too. Like we're producing, I think I heard this morning, we're producing like 11.5 million barrels a day in the US. In 2019, guess what we were producing? 7? No, 13 million. Even though demand is like shooting back up, we're actually lowering supply. Yep. Get ready for some rolling brownouts and blackouts this summer, most likely. Especially, I mean, PCG is going to light California on fire. I hope they don't, but they're probably going to. And then the other one I read was, I think, Michigan. It'll be interesting. It will be interesting to see how Tesla will help the electrical grid. They can't. They don't have enough batteries. They've already said that they're cannibalizing stuff from power walls to put into the cars. They're not enough supply. I mean, maybe like farther down the road, you have to have some type of battery storage on the grid, but yeah, they can't right now. Uh, bro, you know how tiny Australia is compared to the United States? What is the population of Australia? Population of Australia, 25 million people. How many people are in California, Thomas? They're at 39 million. Yeah. So it's like 2/3 of California. I'm not like dissing Australia. I'm just saying it's like can't even compare them. So for our strategy today, Apple's not going to be qualifying probably. AMD, Nvidia, Delta. Oh man, more inside gaps. That might be the closest. And then Roblox. Yeah, like Tesla will qualify because it's gapping below the open, right? I guess Delta will as well. Although the 100 and 200 are right here. So not as going to be as excited to play that one. Yeah, Roblox definitely does. Just when Roblox is looking like it could bounce. Getting wrecked by Snapchat. Remember when we thought Snapchat was never going to fill this gap? Okay, I want to change my mind. Peloton one day is going to fill this. No, I don't think Peloton ever fills that gap. Where's Mickey D's gapping? No trades in the pre-market, huh? Yeah, we'll see on Roblox. It's going to be interesting. Um, we either like start to hold up a little bit, and this is overdone because of Snapchat, or we just get crushed out the gate. I mean, look at the cues. Again, it's not taking out the entire candle, but I mean, it's taking out most of the candle. Like we're pretty much giving back all of yesterday's bullishness over Snapchat warning. Yeah, it does seem it seems like a little overreaction. But like I said, it just shows that the bulls are fragile. So it'll be really close on Tesla. Like, here's the thing that it could qualify for the 10 EMA is where's the open of this candle? Right there, right? It's a bullish candle. So if we open below the open of yesterday, then it qualifies. It's a gap. It's a gap and go opening below the open of the prior day candle. Kind of like, let's say this day right here, we didn't open up here, but we opened above the open there. Say we opened like right there, then it would qualify. Gordon says short sellers have gotten really. I mean, there's some people. There's definitely some people making money short, but there's not a lot of people that are just only short. When all assets are getting creamed, everyone's losing money. Some people are losing less money, and then maybe there's a few people that are just only shorting things. But for the most part, if you have any type of retirement vehicle, you're losing money. You just might not see it. Most people's retirement vehicles are not in short funds. Beyond, oh, actually gapping up. Kim Kardashian featured in a new campaign by Beyond Meat. Well, I mean, we talked about another Kardashian with Snapchat like a couple of years ago. Dan says she doesn't eat Beyond Meat. How do you know, Dan? No one eats Beyond. Yeah, we don't know if Michael Burry is still short Apple because his 13F is from the prior quarter. So he could have already covered. Yeah, you really want Qs to hold like this open, these lower wicks. Really want us to just bounce off this open. Make it look like, hey, this sell-off is overdone. Honestly, I think the best gap of the day is Zoom. EBH. Now it might open and just plummet, and it's like, well, didn't do anything, but Pan W, yeah, they had good earnings, holding up all right. 10 EMA. If you're triggered in that, still looks all right. This one's not really that great to day trade, but swing trade looks all right. Yeah, it depends on where your stop is. Yeah, you're probably either like you got in yesterday or you're looking to get in today on this little pullback. So Tesla is going to be very close on the open to qualifying. Delta will, Apple will not, AMD will not, Nvidia will not. Lilly still looks good. If you got out into this rip, like maybe you got a chance to get back in over here somewhere. Hopefully you didn't hold through this. That would have kind of sucked. But yeah, it looks pretty good. XLV as a whole is holding up all right. All the healthcare stuff. In phase, I was hoping this one might. I mean, you could still watch it, but I like this little pennant pattern right there. It's not really gapping today, though. But I know a couple folks watched that one. I like these inside candles. Yeah, how quickly that gets sold off. Man, can Snapchat go down 50% today? I mean, this thing is just careening lower. Albemarle. Ooh, that is an interesting gap. Pre-market's kind of weird, but a retest gap, not a gap and go. The only thing about day trading this one is volume kind of stinky. Like 1, 2, 3, 4,000 shares and a lot of gaps. I'm just gonna delete that actually. Upstart, aka Downstart. This is the buy. Yeah, this is buy now, pay never, right? Or no, that's a firm. This is the new FICO. So, all right, we're off. Good luck out there, YouTube. Thanks for hanging.